Okay, so my name is Nathan Labahn, and what I did for my project is I made an investing website and a club to go along with it. So we'll jump right into it. I designed this course because, first of all, Concordia has no current investing class, and I know, like me personally, my sophomore year, like I put $5 into the Cheesecake Factory, the stock, and I just kind of wanted to learn more. Ever since then, I've been curious. I know some buddies doing similar things, like just putting money into random stocks. So I hope to help any Concordia students that might be interested in investing. And then I also just want to be more knowledgeable for my upcoming years of schooling and financing and being an adult. So what I did is I put together 5 units with 15 lessons, 6 Kahoots, and 15 interactive links. So it started with the process, which was planning and research. So I read countless websites and watched some YouTube guides. I listened to podcasts. I also used some help from my brother Nolan. He's studying finance at IU, so he gave me some good notes that I kind of simplified and made my own notes on. I also started to write down all the helpful websites and all the things that the sources and stuff that I had used along the way, those activities. And from there, I just made a rough baseline of my plan for each topic and unit I'll show here. So that's kind of like the very, very rough draft. I had just kind of thrown words together. There was a lot of trial and error in this phase. So yeah, I tried a lot of different layout frameworks for the website. As I went and created it, I'd never made a website before. So that was kind of difficult. The first one didn't look too good, so I had to scrap it. Obviously, I kept the content, but the design of the website changed fully. So yeah, I reorganized all the content I had, and I thought the rough draft was complete. And then I decided to take it to Mrs. Dillman, obviously my mentor. She helped a lot, so I'd like to thank her. She gave me a lot of advice since she teaches econ and AP econ, so she kind of knows how things should be ordered for kids' minds to learn in the best way possible. So yeah, after that, I ended up with new content in 7 out of my 15 lessons. And then I showed my brother Nolan, who obviously loves to criticize me. So I ended up scrapping half of my content. And so yeah, that was kind of going into Rough Draft 1.0, and that's Rough Draft 2.0, that's what it looks like now. So I'm able to show you guys the website here. I need to screen record real quick. Here we go. All right, so let me click on the link. So yeah, this is the website I made. This is the home page. This is what you're gonna see when you first open it up. And then I kind of talked about all of this, but I put together just a bunch of YouTube videos and compiled them all together in an easy to learn format. So it's for beginners, obviously, so I'm not the smartest in terms of investing. I'm humble about it. I started doing it a year ago, so I used a lot of external links, Mrs. Dillman and Nolan. They helped along the way. So once you kind of look into it, here's Unit 1, and it has a little hyperlink to each lesson. I can kind of just scroll through all the lessons here. If you see any blue links, that's something that I added, an outside source that will just help make it more interactive and easier for people to learn. I mean, there's a bit here, so it's comprehensive, but it was broken up into 5 units, and eventually I hope to get through units 4 and 5. I've had 2 club meetings so far. I'll talk a bit more about that later. Yeah, there's a lot of definitions in here. Each unit is kind of structured around that. There's some examples, like Bob here, he wants to make a stable investment at the current market price, so he makes a market order. Stuff like that just kind of makes it easy to learn, just for high school students and people of my age who might not be too familiar with investing. And then at the end of each unit, I also have a Kahoot. So here for Unit 1, we have a Kahoot. There's a Here, I'll kind of click on this one. You can either do flashcards or you can do like a little format. So let's do this one real quick. What do you guys think? Just shout it out. There we go. It's blue. So yeah, the plan is at the end of each meeting, we go, my class, all the people that go to my meetings are gonna take a little Kahoot and test their knowledge on what they learned so far. And then there's a Kahoot for the end right down here. It kind of has like 5 of the best questions from each Kahoot that I think are the most important to remember throughout the whole thing. So that's kind of like a, I don't know, whole topic quiz, like an AP test or something. So we'll get back into the website, or back into the slideshow here. So what I also have is this game called Market Watch. It allows you basically to make investments, and it just simulates the actual market. So it just gives you like a big amount of cash sheet. I gave myself $500,000 to invest. And you can kind of put it into whatever you want and just kind of experiment. I think it's one of the best ways to learn is a hands-on experience. So I made that, and that allows club members to join up. There's also a $10 prize. More on that later. So yeah, all these Kahoots, obviously, like I said, will help reinforce main ideas, key takeaways. So yeah, here's some games. I did not mean to make it the Packers. That's my bad. So yeah, those are all the links that you guys saw as I scrolled through the pages. So yeah, there's financial football, my favorite. That's what I spent the most time learning, to be honest. And then there's a lot of like calculators, questionnaires, like budgeting tools and stuff, like useful tools for people to invest with goals in mind and just kind of what they should put their money in. So yeah, club meetings. Each meeting I would go through a unit, and I taught a 15 to 20, 30-minute lesson and finished the meetings with the Kahoots. In terms of attendance, we got a grand total of 3 people to come to the 2 meetings I had. This is the schedule, so we're gonna have my 3rd meeting. Hopefully more people go. It's units 4 to 5. So yeah, I kind of split it up that way. And honestly, even though there are only 3 people, I still thought that they found it very helpful because they were asking good questions. Because like Anderson, for example, he had like $500 in stocks and he didn't know what beta was. So I kind of taught him, and it's what it is it measures like the stock's volatility compared to the overall market. So like, for example, like a S&P would have like a beta of 1, but something risky would have like a higher beta, like 5 or something like that. So I just felt good being able to teach some people some things. And yeah, what I would have done differently, I would have talked to Nolan before I had already made all the topics. I probably would have had the meetings on Mondays or Tuesdays instead of Thursdays, because I don't think anyone really wanted to get up at 6:45 and go to a 7:30 meeting. So I also should have advertised instead of just spreading from word of mouth. I think I could have made some posters, maybe some personalized announcements. Overall, some takeaways. I definitely learned some website development skills. Like I said, I'd never made a website before. So I think that's a helpful tool that I'll probably use in the future. I also got some teaching and leadership experience. And I definitely learned a lot about investing and just financial literacy, like all these definitions I had to do. Took a bit. And then, as you guys can see, that's the Market Watch message for the people. If more than one person joins the club, whoever makes the most money wins $10. Nobody joined, so I get the $10 back. So yeah, my overall takeaway is to take control of your financial future. Stay curious. There's always something new to learn. And another thank you to Mrs. Dillman for helping guide me along the way. And we'll just do Q&A from here. So Scotland.
Is it too late to join the competition because I want 10?
It is not too late. We'll have one more meeting probably in 2 to 3 weeks from now. So, Mrs. Dillman.
Are you a bull or a bear in the upcoming market in the next month?
Probably a bear, to be honest. Definitely short some things. Mr. Jane.
So, has learning more about investing made you more likely to participate in the market or less likely?
Definitely more. One of the big things I learned is compound interest. So like, even if it's not like a crazy investment that you're gonna make a lot of money from like in the near future, it's more of a long-term thing, prioritizing like long-term gains because I mean, the way money compounds over time is actually way better than just having it sit in your house, basically. So yeah, I'll definitely put some money in the S&P once I turn 18, so. Ms. Walls.
Maybe ties in on my question. Do you see yourself with this being an active manager or more of the passive management style?
Definitely like in between. I know once I learn a little bit more about like day trading and stuff, I can definitely see myself doing that in college just kind of for fun with like smaller amounts of money, but just kind of fun. It's kind of like betting. So yeah, and then definitely long term is a lot smarter, so I'll definitely do that as well. I mean, definitely a good mix of the two would be good, so. Mrs. Erdes.
Here, Nathan, you have time on your side. You do. Be thankful you're your age. So what's your earliest recollection of money and thinking it was kind of a cool thing?
I don't know. In terms of money, my grandparents were like my main source of income, just from like helping around their house and mowing the lawn and stuff ever since I think I was in 8th, 9th grade. So yeah.
If you need another source of income, I've got a yard work.
I got you. Mrs. Walls.
I was going to ask for your top pro tip to wrap things up here. Like, what's the stock that we should be looking at if we're going to invest this week?
Oh, this week? I haven't even paid attention to the market. I don't want to give you guys any bad ideas. So, just the S&P, yeah.
The stress that's involved with day trading and staying on top of what's current and your stress that you feel or you learned or you dealt with as an athlete, how do you see those compare or contrast against each other?
I haven't done a whole lot of day trading. I've definitely experimented on the Market Watch game. Like, I think I put like $100,000 in the Cheesecake Factory, and it was bad. I lost a lot of it. So I wasn't exactly stressed, but it was, I mean, compared to sports, like, I don't think there's anything like sports in that regard. I think if I was actually like using my actual money, I definitely would have experienced that. But yeah.
Thank you, Nathan.
All right, thank you guys.